slept mean?
Have you anybody since August? Cheers.
Cheers.
Make sure you look in my eyes when you take a shot. Respectful, right?
Oh, she's crazy. Make sure you look in my eyes when we take a shot. It's like,
First question. Who broke up with who?
You broke up with me. Still a text.
I distinctly remember us just sitting down and being like, hey, like,
I don't feel like doing
are you
makeup
happy?
today. I don't.
Just like,
I don't feel like
I'm
doing the
not.
makeup
And then
process
from there,
of
we
these videos.
very adultly broke up.
It was really adult
Yeah.
for like a good week or so.
And then
We had a
decisions were
huge
made.
fight.
And
And we haven't spoken really since.
No, right now.
no.
What was our worst fight?
We broke up probably.
What happened?
Ooh.
She can tell us she's more animated.
You had made a little remark about how sometimes I just like don't clean up after myself. It was just like as soon as you said that, I got very defensive. I was like, "What do you mean I don't know how to clean up after myself? Like, I'm a grown woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what I'm doing."
I go to therapy via Zoom. She heard? Yes.
Yeah, the
To
apartment
me-
is tiny.
I had therapy over Zoom. And I was like, you know, not feeling it because you had to do it wherever you're staying, right? So at the time when I was in therapy, I was definitely like living with like someone I was talking to at the time. Like doing therapy through Zoom is so uncomfortable because if you don't have your own space or you feel like you can't even do the therapy like confidentially like you want to, it just makes you not want to do it. But that's just my 2 cents about the new way that therapy is like coming along, and then it just turns you off a little bit from therapy. It's like I thought it was supposed to be like confidential and private, and you know, you kind of don't want to be doing that with the potential of somebody hearing things that you just need to let out or talk about. So I'm just saying, so whenever there's somebody in your life that clearly needs therapy, and you know, therapy loves to be a little more digital these days, maybe that would be a big reason why they don't want to do it, because the only place they can do it is not going to give them the privacy that they need.
I was under the impression that we were still going to be together.
Oh yeah, and on top of that, some people can like really guilt trip you out of even wanting to go to therapy because, for example, my mother was a little bit emotionally abusive. Like, she wasn't the worst person on the planet, but you know when somebody has this admission of guilt, like when they know they're making your life difficult and they don't want you to go talk about how you feel because they know they play a huge part in why you feel that way, and they don't want to be seen as a bad person, or they care too much about their image instead of like how they actually make you feel. Like, that could go for men or women, like, but anyway, she would be against me or one of my siblings going to therapy because she knew we would go and talk about the traumatic things that would go on. And I don't know, like, some people just don't like accountability or like at all. Or some people don't like knowing that they're a difficult person and they are choosing not to get the help that they need. But when you want to get the help that you need, they're making you feel like, oh, you're making me feel like a bad person. And it's like, well, how does that translate to I'm trying to make you feel some type of way? I'm trying to feel better. But if you know somebody is in therapy and they have to kind of do their therapy on Zoom and you're kind of 2 rooms away from them or a room away from them, please give them the privacy they need. Like, therapy is supposed to be really confidential and like a place where they can actually talk to somebody and they can just talk to that person, because it's unbiased and there's not going to be any emotional interjection or any offense taken or nothing. Like, it's just like
What
therapy.
relationship?
Mm-hmm.
Who has reached out to you since we've broken up?
Is this someone you knew?
Who's reached out to you since we've broken up?
Honestly, I'll just drink on that one.
I don't understand why You know, we're all guilty of this, but if you broke up with somebody, that's it. Okay? Or if somebody broke up with you, that's it. Or like, even in a relationship, yes, there is a healthy level of possession involved in that type of thing, but you do not truly own that person. And even when you break up with somebody, and you know, there's this like thing where like one of your friends may have liked them, or like somebody that you know probably has their eyes on someone that you aren't dating anymore, or like, you know, when guys kind of feel like if they dated somebody, that's always gonna be theirs, or like some girls, they feel like a guy is their leftovers, and it's like, can people like let go of the person they once dated? Because that type of dynamic or trope is really toxic, to like feel like if you dated somebody, you're attached to that person for life. Like, genuinely, all jokes aside and all bull aside, when you're broken up with someone, that's it. Like, there's no holding the past over their head for real. Like, just drop it. Now, don't target people that your friends like, or target people like that you know are together. I'm saying, don't be toxic about your connection with someone or your attachment to someone. Don't worry about what someone you used to date or someone that's interested in someone you used to date is doing with their free will and their time. Like, if somebody gets over you easily or quickly, or it looks that way, don't take it personally. Like, people go through what they go through, and eventually things come full circle. So basically, just let people do them and you do you.
How good was I in bed? Rank me on a scale of 1 to 10.
Ooh,
Can you rank before we started having like major issues?
You know,
that's a thing. I feel like a lot of guys don't understand, not men period, but a lot of men don't understand the psychological effect behind sex. Like, when there's trauma or hard experiences at the forefront of your relationship, the sex will not be good. I promise you. Like, to keep this quick, your foundation with somebody, which is known as pretty much the roots or the base, you know, has to be like stable and firm and well for the next step, the sex, which is in your sacral chakra, right? To be good, like, it has to be hanging on top of a good foundation, the sex. I don't want to get too much into chakras and stuff because a lot of people don't understand that ish or care. And frankly, a lot of people don't believe in it. So just to keep it at a base level understanding, it's like building blocks. In fact, it is really important to work on your relationship with yourself or your own chakras, so that when you're trying to connect with somebody else, you're not throwing them off balance or out of whack because you are. Basically, work on yourself from the roots to the tip. Then work on your relationships from the root to the tip. And it's not going to be her fault or your fault. It's literally a disconnect at that point. It doesn't matter what you do, what nutrients you take, what external thing think is gonna fix the internal issue for real, which is the connection. That's the whole big picture and whole point of sex. Is the core is the connection. Remember, like, and our generation has normalized empty ass sex so much that people just get by like that. But I don't know, there's no substance in that for real. Like, you have to find your match, basically.
Oh, that's great, because like I've actually really thought about that question.
Oh, good.
When we were in love,
Yeah.
like 11, but like when we started like silently hating each other, fucking 4.
That's fair.
Have you slept with somebody since we broke up?
Damn. This is like a this is like a yes. Yes. Have you slept with anybody?
What does slept mean?
Have you fucked anybody since August?
When you say fuck,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Bro,
Be with.
did you just?
If I text someone else that I wanna basically do something with them, that doesn't mean I'm gonna actually go and do that and be with them or do that thing, or I don't know why you took that out of context when it's clear as day what I actually meant. I don't understand why you're taking it up to offense and taking it so literally.
Answer the question.
I wanted to marry the shit out of you. What sucks is like I think about it so much, and it's like I miss you so fucking much. For like every hour of every day, like I think about you.
Take that shirt off, G. All right. Take off the shirt.
I'm very dramatic, but like it's one of the most painful things about losing much of my life with, and I intended to spend so much more with. And I know that that feeling will never come again.
Hey, you're gonna meet someone
No, it's fresh. It's really fresh, you know. But like,
who calms you down and will take your trauma and turn it to
It's like,
something
it's
great.
talking about.
Or we'll match it. I don't know. I love you.
No, the cameramen literally have to like just sit there and watch these people like spill their guts. Talk about. They're crying. We should get Hennessy next time. I knew that one was gonna cry. Yeah. It's the shirt. Yeah. You know, they're not over each other.
We talked since the breakup.
And then
Did you ever really love me?
Yeah, of course.
Do you still love me?
Romantically?
Sure.
I don't know.
I don't either. Maybe God.
no offense though, their relationship literally feels like a middle school relationship. Like theirs. It feels like Latina Tweets dating the F-boy of his like class, basically. And they be the most crazy over each other
Listen more.
when it's like really image
When someone is
based for
begging
real.
you.
And they live like that.
All I do is listen.
There's
Someone
couples
is
like
openly
that
asking you
that have been together since they were 16, and it was all a
to do
picture,
something
but
for them.
they stuck
if
on
you
that
have to.
picture. Okay.
Put effort into it.
What do you miss about
That's
me?
just my observation. It's just I know I don't know everything. I don't know them. Like I'm just saying that's what it looks like. Like I see people like this sitting at the lunch table in high school. I used to be like, that'll last. And like it was both sarcasm and legit.
Oh, what do you miss most about me?
Your humor, but at the same time, no. So that's what I miss. I miss us laughing.
Yeah, I
She
miss that
said-
too.
What's the likelihood
your
of us
laugh,
getting
not
back
your
together?
jokes.
We might sleep together here and there, but like friendly, I like us more than we were together. However, if it happens, it happens,
Oh yeah.
and we might come back to each other, and it might work. So,
Y'all see how she just threw that in at the end, right?
what I throw?
That may be in there.
Have
I
we
don't
moved
believe
on?
in breaks. I feel like
I say
anybody
yeah,
you
for sure.
like
You're looking at the shot.
can
I
have a
think so.
break
I
with,
don't know.
and you
I don't
just
I don't know.
you're still emotionally attached to little
I
things
dare
like
you
that.
to kiss me for old time's sake.
Bug you. And you
Yeah,
pretend like
I
y'all are
don't
just
know.
not
You don't know?
bothered. And you
pretty
are.
recently too. So, I think we can. Why not?
Like you either
If
stop
you
taking
don't want to,
breaks
just say
or you
that.
just break up.
Literally, just say that. Like I literally, yeah, take a shot.
I don't know.
It's like you're
I
either
don't know if it's
battling
gonna
between
hurt me or
egos or
not.
you're like just fighting your own. And if you're battling between egos, seriously break up.
Yeah, it's the same
The same.
as it was, and it's great.
Yeah.
We work well together.
We do.